So the robot's saying, so it's agreed, we need to hire a human to get around these. I don't think that situation is going to happen very quickly. So the fear is also not justified. But we do need to put more effort into really training our leaders in ways that meet the demands of an AI-driven society, AI-driven organization. In my book, I identified two types of leaders from a social science point of view that we really need to train. And the first one is inclusive leadership. So inclusive leadership is really needed because with working with so many data in our organizations, we bring in a lot of data scientists. And usually what we see in organizations, we create silos very quickly. And data scientists are also siloed very quickly. So I think it's an important task of leaders is really to make sure that data scientists are a part of the organization and that they get to know sales and marketing, HR, finance departments, because there's data everywhere. And they need to know the challenges that all these departments are facing, which kind of data and questions are out there, to build a much more better integrative platform where the C-suite can have all the information available. So it's really about leadership that can bring this all together. So that means you welcome diversity of thought. Divergent thinking is very important for leaders to promote. Building trust amongst departments, between people, that people connect. It's an important skill for leaders in the 21st century. Another type of leader, and the second type that I identify in my book that we need to train, is purpose-driven leader. And purpose actually already goes back to the early stages of AI research. If you look at the quote of Norbert Wiener, the founder of cybernetics, he said, if we used to achieve our purposes a mechanical agency with whose operation we cannot efficiently interfere, once we have started, it's because the action is so fast and irrevocable that we don't have the data to intervene before the action is complete, then we better be quite sure that the purpose put into the machine is the purpose which we really desire, and not just an imitation of it. So this refers to the garbage in, garbage out principle, of course, where we see that we need leaders who know the kind of value they want to achieve, which strategy they're going to employ, and what kind of data that requires. And that we need a lot of those data. We need to be focused in the beginning. We need to be able to anticipate. We need to understand the purpose, and everyone needs to do this, because else we get lost in the data that's out there, and we may put the wrong data in our models, and it's not going to serve our companies. So the main conclusions, and then I want to answer some questions, is from my book is the three key messages that I really want to get across is that, first of all, when we look at leadership, it's a human activity and it will remain one. I think we need human skills and we need to really train them better. We need to put them in better perspective from a young age onwards. And those skills will help us to create value that goes beyond just doing well at a task and optimize that and getting more and better financial returns. It's also long-term thinking. It's creating a humane workplace. It's about long-term vision. Also, in this book, some of my frustrations have been, and I think many of you can share with that probably, is that much of our leadership today is also not really showing good leadership. So I'm a little bit frustrated also with how our authorities are acting today. So given the fact that it's so important that the skills that we attribute to good leaders are needed in an AI-driven organization, society, we really need better leaders, and we really need better leadership education. So we need to focus on that. The second thing is that from all these developments, what you do see is management by algorithm is going to have a leadership by algorithm, not that much, but they work together. So AI is a co-worker in the sense that, and it's a cooperative process. And many people have started to emphasize this. It's all about cooperation, but it's not easy for organizations to find the right shape, format of cooperation itself. I refer to the picture of Jarvis in Iron Man, just a rather very intelligent system, which is a famous example. And most people will think of this, oh, robots working together with humans, although robots because they need to sense, coordinate, navigate. It's not that easy. But there are many different ways. And what we see today, for example, one of the cooperative processes that I work with a lot is that we see AI-enabled platforms to help design and innovation teams. They can look for information quickly, can bring it together. They prefer as an input, as an advisor to these teams, more information, better solutions. C-suite can work better with it in terms of strategy. That's a cooperative process. And I want to point out two concepts that most people will not think of right away as a cooperative process, but that we're working on in our center. The first one is creative, being creative. Creativity, in my view, will also be a cooperative process. Creativity is creating something new that is meaningful and useful for people. So the new thing, AI can do very quickly. They can find all kinds of combinations. That's a first stage, but putting meaning to it so that it's meaningful to people. I mean, AI can make a lot of different pizzas, research has shown, but they can put ingredients together that you never want to eat. But they don't have a sense of awareness that you won't eat it, that humans don't like this. So in that final stage, we will always need human input. But creativity in that sense, and we'll publish soon a theoretical model on this, will be a cooperative process as well. The other thing is fairness. Can AI be fair?